Hi there. All right, so if you are watching this, you're about to dive into our free resource for our social media planning guide. And we've all been there. I just want to say that and throw that out there. If you have been feeling really stumped with what to post on social media and you're not even sure where to start, or you've been sitting there with Facebook up for far too long and you're just staring and there's no creativity coming, the block is real. Our team has experienced it. I've been there. And what we found success with is actually planning out your monthly calendar all in one swoop. We call it block planning at the beginning of the month or at the end of the previous month. So, hence why we created our social media plan. And this gives you actual tactical steps. There's 7 steps that you'll go through, and it makes it really easy and very concise in planning your social media schedule for yourself or for your business. So, I will walk you through our guide. You should have access in the invitation that we sent. If not, just let us know. You can email us at any time at hello@theminacompany.com and we'll be happy to help you. Okay, let me flip my screen around and I'll show you our free guide. All right. Okay, so here is your free monthly social media planner. And as you can see here, I mean, this is very nitty gritty. So it dives right into here are those 7 steps. And this is what you're going to do as you sit down to your calendar, which I'll show you in just a moment. It's right over here. So this is your actual calendar. This is the day of the week. This is the date. If you change the date over here, it will actually change the day of the week over here, which is really nice. And then you can plug in your topics and your text. So as you go through, you're going to flip back and forth between these 2 tabs. So depending on where you're located, I would actually find what community events are near you. And if you feel like it aligns with your business, if it, let's say you're a realtor and there is like a home tour event coming up and you want to talk about it, you feel like your audience would really appreciate that information. That is the type of events that you want to pencil into your calendar. So you're going to come over here. Your topic would probably be event, and then your text can either wait or you can, what I like to do is pencil in certain concepts and ideas. So the text here could read home tour. And you can just pencil in that idea. My brain, and again, not everyone's brain is the same, but my brain typically likes to organize what is going to go out when and then come back and work on the text and what your imagery will look like. So this is how my brain likes to work. You can do whatever you'd like, but I like to come in, pencil in the topic, pencil in kind of like the headline text of what it's going to be about, and come back to it later. So then we will come and look at, this is actually a clickable link where you can go look at the national holidays and put in the holidays. So this is May, it's May right now, and I was just looking up holidays. So upcoming on the 3rd, there's World Laughter Day, which if you remember the coronavirus and what's going on right now, I think we all need to acknowledge World Laughter Day and do something a little funny. Cinco de Mayo, National Teacher Day, Mother's Day. These are all holidays you're going to want to translate to your own schedule. So follow this link, see what type of national holidays and just kind of like those silly National Hot Dog Day type themes. Like if it works for your business and it aligns, it's a very fun way of just having silly little posts on your page, which people actually respond to quite a bit. Very lighthearted and very fun. Stage 3 is adding your promotions, events, and sales. So hopefully by the time you sit down to plan your social media calendar, you know when your sales are going to be. So we'll just say sales. Maybe you're going to have a 3-day sale, the 11th, 12th, and 13th. So I would just come in knowing that you need to block those days off for posts so that you don't overlap things. So what we're going to do next is we're going to start getting into some of these like evergreen type posts. So this is things that I call them filler posts. So things like evergreen photos of past projects or photos of your team, quotes, these are the types of things that are not very date specific. So if you can get things in your calendar that are very date specific, like your national holidays, events, sales, then you can come back into your calendar and say, okay, on this date, I don't have anything going on. So I'm going to plug in a quote, or I'm going to plug in an evergreen photo and do like some sort of silly text or caption. And you can actually fill out your calendar. So if you see, I've plugged in also a giveaway and a collaboration with another business topic here, but I'm already halfway through the month. And how long is this video? Okay, we're only 4 minutes in, people. So this is pretty amazing to already have exactly what you want to go out on each day. And then you're going to come in once you have this all filled for the rest of the month, and you're actually going to tackle each post one on one. So for quotes, as an example, let's just say you are a realtor, and don't mind, this was me trying to fill in some national holidays, but if you were a realtor, so let's say quotes about home. Okay, so I'm going to come in here. I like visual searches. Home is where your story begins. Home should be an anchor, a port, a storm, a refuge, a happy place to dwell. These two are wonderful quotes. So I would come in and either make your own visual in Canva, or you can actually take these images, but just make sure that you source where you got it from. And what I like to do is typically create a Google folder where I store all of the photos that I'm going to use for that upcoming month. So I have it all in one, and then I can just link to the photo here. And then you come up with your text. So your text can be very lighthearted. Especially if you're doing a quote, I would just say, you can do some sort of fun emoji, like the hands up emoji, like, yes, home is where your story begins. Tell us all the reasons why you love your home, or things like that. It can be very short. And this is where I would put in your text, just right there. So you can see everything all in one place. I am not a huge fan of planning Facebook posts within Facebook, as an example. So actually like writing in your post there. I like to visually see what is the tone, what are my visuals looking like, how does everything look side by side, so that it feels very cohesive at the end of the day. So once you have your text and your photo, you're going to come over here and you're just going to say, okay, I'm going to send this out on Facebook. I'm going to send this out on Instagram. Maybe Pinterest and Twitter don't make sense, but maybe LinkedIn does. And what I like to do is actually go in once I have the rest of the month filled out. So I like to go ahead and fill in all of the text and all of the photos. And then my next step is I come over here and I go ahead and I start posting to these platforms. So there is software that can make this very easy, and you'll have to check out our extra credit section, because we'll share with you platforms that we really enjoy using, ones that are free, ones that are paid but are worth the price. And you can feel free to set up your social media platforms on those if you'd like. But I like to come over here and I like to do a little check mark when I know that it's been posted. And boosted just means if there is something going on that you want to make sure you put money behind, this is where you can kind of come back and acknowledge, okay, I went ahead and I boosted that post, or put together a paid social media campaign behind it, and you can put in details there. So this is our very quick, this is nitty gritty, but this is actually what we use for our clients, just so that you can see everything in one place. If you ever have questions about how something, you can actually very easily do approvals. So if someone else is going to be working on your social media, but you want to be able to approve what goes out, this is a really nice tool to be able to actually have approvals and oversee what's going out before it's sent. What else? I think that's probably it. If you have any other questions for our team, please let us know. But I hope this is a helpful tool for you.